Holy crap. Holy crap, I cannot believe this. Wow. We need like celebration music. What in the world? I can't believe this. I spent about 2 days away from the Vickers Coin Merchant thread on Kiwi Farms. 2 days, and a lot has changed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A lot has totally changed. Oh man. Oh man. So you guys know more about this than I do. What you're really watching is me reacting in real time to the news and trying to understand what's happening here. There might be a few of you who don't know, but okay. What I knew like 20 minutes ago, maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, was that Mr. Vickers, the coin merchant, had shut down. I knew he had already shut down his social media presence, including YouTube, the channel, all that's gone. And then he had been selling off, trying to sell off the microphone and other things. I knew that. And also during that, you saw my previous video, I was like, something major must have happened because the guy is a stubborn son of a gun, and he's not gonna willingly just shut it all down unless something a big act, a big force were to like force him to do that. And that's what's happening here. That's what happened. Holy crap. It's not just Mr. Vickers shutting down his social media, his YouTube, and selling off his equipment. He's in complete shambles. What I mean by that is that he has declared bankruptcy not once, not twice, but like 3 times. And I guess the creditors or whatever are out to get him bad. The details of which I still don't really know. I was going over his thread, and I was like, oh man, I gotta stream. And then Shamu was telling me, hey, yeah, it's pretty bad. I thought he knew this. You should stream. I was like, but I didn't tell him. I was like, man, I already had that idea. Oh man. Oh man. Shout out to Shamu, by the way. Shamu! Rest in peace, Vickers. So is it morning music or party music? It's party music, dude. I never liked the guy. There's a lesson in this, though. There's a lesson to be learned. There's a lesson here. It's almost biblical. What's that phrase? What's that biblical? Let me get it up here. Let me get it up so I get it right the first time. It's Matthew. You hear it in various ways. It was in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In fact, let's read that version. That's the version I want to. That's the version I want to read. All right, guys, open your Bibles to. Where's that? Where's that line in the Castlevania Symphony of the Night? All right, I think this is it. Okay. I should put this on the screen. Oh man, where'd it go? Okay, here it is. Let's put this on the screen here. All right, guys, are you ready? This is the lesson. This is the lesson to be had here. It's important to know. It's really important. It's all cropped out. For what profit is it to man if he gains the world and lose his own soul. Then another variations of this is what profit is it? Yeah, that works here. That works here. That works here. So let's say, like, in the effort to gain, like, what you really value, something that you're hunting for, like what profit is it if you give up everything, which would be your soul? Okay, this may not fully relate, but I see a similarity here. All right, what I mean by that is, you had Matthew Vickers, the Vickers clan. They went after Ethan Ralph, the bog hog, and I understand him and the cheerleaders felt like it was in the right. Sure, whatever. I get that. Fine. But what was there to gain from that? Ethan Ralph made. I mean, the only time Ethan Ralph was really making bank was when he was on YouTube. Okay, maybe there's a little pocket of time after that, but really, what, a couple years ago, even then, he was kind of in shambles. He wasn't bringing in a whole lot of money. And the man's unemployed. He's not going to claim that stuff. And the man's not going to pay. You're going to have to go through so many lawsuits to force him to pay. And that's the thing here. How much are you willing to spend? How much are you willing to spend for that little bit amount of for pretty much lunch money? Like they see that as the world. Like the Vickers clan, Vickers himself treated that as that was the world, that was so important. That was the only thing he had on his. It was like dead to rights. Not dead to rights. Like, he thought it was dead to rights. Like, that's the only thing he could really think about, is that he's gonna make Ethan Ralph pay. He's gonna make Ralph pay. And he would try like hell for that. And look where it got him. Not only is he broke, he owes a whole lot of money. And they're coming for him. The banks are coming for his house. It's pretty bad. My lesson to you guys, the lesson to the story here is, well, there's a lot of lessons. Okay, now I think about it. But definitely a lesson is that, like, let's say you have a daughter and she goes across country to go live with some YouTuber, podcast person, gets knocked up, whatever, and you get roped into some sort of, like, not really, because he didn't get roped into it. No. He came onto the scene. I remember Vickers, he came onto the scene as if he was gonna put Piggy on the cross. He was gonna crucify the hog. He was gonna take, I remember Vickers saying he was gonna take his home, take his grandma's home. I remember that. I remember that stuff. Yeah, he came onto the scene very aggressively. Yeah, he thought he was gonna do something. Yeah. He involved himself in that stuff. I think any reasonable person would be like, well, my daughter is an idiot making bad choices, but that's her business. And I mean, if she comes back home, she comes back home, but she's kind of an idiot. Boom. And if that's the and if he would have taken that choice, taken that option, taken that door, he wouldn't have been roped into. Well, not roped in. That's not the. He wouldn't have involved himself in all this stuff. In a sector that drained him of everything. So understand, like, his loss is on him. Okay. Ralph won big on this one. Ralph won. Ralph Amel victory here. Ralph Amel victory. It's true. Some of the cheerleaders, maybe even Cog, whatever, be like gun guard or whatever. Well, hey, Cog, sucks for you, bro. You're big piggy. I mean, you're well. Can't bankroll you anymore. maybe you should give him some of that money back. Actually, to think about it, Cog, the money he gave you is money that he owed to other people. So, but you probably already spent it on weed. I don't know about the story of him almost burning down the freaking hotel room. Oh my God. I have left this sector in some ways. I feel like I abandoned you guys in some ways. It does feel good coming back and talk about this stuff, but I gotta say, it's also nice being able to have a break from it, because I remember like daily would talk about this stuff, and it does kind of change you. It does change you. Yeah, you get. I don't know, man. You start getting really invested in it. And it's no good. No good. Our recommendation is for anyone else involved in this sector, sometimes take a break, go touch grass, do something else. Shaggy took all Cog's stoners. Good. That's where they should go. That's great. Comics Gate. Gamers Gate 2. Oh, Gamergate 2. Yeah, man, that's cool. That's kind of cool that it's back now. Maybe, man, it's funny how things are going full circle, huh? Gamergate 2 is back on the menu. Gamergate was one of the things that helped really get the kill stream. That's when I started listening to the kill stream, was Gamergate. And during that, I'll do my little videos on this channel, try to be part of it. Never could be. That's my story. But it was never really about me. I was just on the sidelines watching, along with you guys. And I think now it would be very interesting to see the kill stream somehow rise up from the ashes. Wouldn't it be cool? Oh, there's some people that are like, oh, Ralph should die. There's people who actually think that. Be like, Ralph is a horrible human being. Ralph is terrible. It's like, don't get it twisted. I always have to say that because people do all the time. He's not a friend of mine. I don't think he's a good guy. But, I mean, does he deserve to die? Bro, if you think he deserves to die over what he did to some woman who's not yours, over some girl that's not yours, over some daughter that's not yours, and a family drama that isn't yours, doesn't involve you, then, dude, you are too invested. Take a break. Take a fucking break. All right? You're a sociopath, man. Take a freaking break, man. Oh. Man. Okay, so there's a couple things we could do here, chat. We can go over all the things Matthew Vickers said he was going to do. And then, I mean, how about this? People say Vickers and Ethan Ralph are like two sides of the same coin. They'll say, really, when Faye left Vickers to Ralph, she was looking for her dad. And she found her dad. And you know what? I'm actually thinking this is true. I think it's very true. They're both fat. They're both obese. They're both horrible with money. Okay. They're both very confrontational and try to be all like authoritative and all that. They both can't keep a woman. Apparently, Vickers is divorced. Bro, that sucks, bro. That sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks for you, man. I don't know what to tell you. What else? Oh. Well, there's debt. Yeah, there is that. There is because Vickers would act like he's rich, act like he has money. I mean, he would bankroll Cog pretty much from being on welfare to living in a home, like an actual home. I mean, that money could have been spent in a different way. Maybe, oh man, I think instead of spending that, instead of Vickers spending that money on donations for Cog and on podcast equipment, maybe he could have used them and the money on the lawsuits. He could have used that money to actually pay off his debts, or actually invest in something that will have some sort of return. You see, this also kind of reminded me of the Thorpes, which, by the way, I am aware that Grace Thorpe was kicked by her dad. I don't really care, but we will talk about it. I'll tell you why I don't care. In short, right now, because Grace doesn't care about herself. So, anyway. I mean, she doesn't. Grace does not care about herself. All right, and you could be like, "Oh, poor Grace." You could be like, "Oh, Grace is the victim," whatever, all that stuff. But it's like, she. You could tell her that as many times as you want. She's not listening. She's not listening. In fact, the result will probably be the same if you just told her, Grace, you deserve exactly what you have. You should smile more and enjoy it because clearly it's working for you. Clearly, it is totally working for you. Okay, anyway, get back to this. It's not domestic abuse. Ben did it upstairs. That logic is funny. It's not domestic abuse because Ben did it upstairs. Okay. Oh, man. Hey, Ben's logic is solid, right? No. All right, that's funny. This is a crazy day. I did not think it was. I thought I was just going to be smoking a cigar on the back porch, drinking beers. None of that. I'm over here. Okay. Oh, that's right. Matthew Vickers acts like he's rich, but he's not rich. What do you call that? Acting like a what's the term? Wigger? I think it works. They both had a podcast that was, well, actually, for what it's worth, the Killstream was a lot more. The Killstream actually made money, whereas I don't know if Matthew Vickers podcast ever did. Okay, I don't think that ever really made money. If it did, he'll be like, "Oh, there's your dollar." But I'll tell you one thing that Matthew Vickers doesn't have that Ethan Ralph has: a home. For what it's worth, Ethan Ralph has a home in Mexico. He has a roof over his head. And he doesn't have debt collectors looking for him. He has debt collectors looking for him at Harry Morris's house. That is fucked up. Oh man. That's messed up. That is real messed up. But so yeah, they're very similar guys. They're very similar. Okay. I just, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I see them as the same person. It's like that The Office meme where it's like it's the same picture. Well, what difference is there? It's the same picture. Oh God. Can we get a hidden cam guy? Right? Let's do that. Man. That'd be great. But it looks like he left the scene. Looks like he's gone. I don't know what happens. I mean, I'm gonna look through this thread here. I guess we kind of do it together. So yeah, it's real. He has filed for bankruptcy many times, like 3 times. Payments not made. Apparently owes a lot of money. Apparently owes a lot of money. Are you gonna have to help me out with this amount? $348,311. That's a lot of money. That's quite pricey there. Oh, this is. Let's see, scheduled creditors. None of this has been paid. Oh wait. Some of the what's here? This has been paid. Wait, secured homeowners association. Dang, that's an expensive homeowners. Is that for $1,000? Hey, my HOA is fucking cheap, dude. So cheap. I know they don't have money to do shit if something's. And that's how I like it. Let's see. Holy crap, dude. That is not looking good. Not looking good. Wow. You gotta pay what you owe. He's in LA. I in Cali. Yeah. You gotta pay what you owe, man. You can't be on the run. What are you gonna do? Run away? You can go to Mexico to avoid it? It's funny too. You think about this. Like, you put in perspective, that man, the coin merchant, was hunting down Ethan Ralph for that shot sport. What did he think was going to happen? That shot sport was going to pay off his debts? Did he think the internet podcast thing, the YouTube thing, was going to bring in crazy revenue to pay off his debts? I mean, that's what the Thorpes believe. At least that's what Ben Thorpe believes, and they're going to learn the hard way that it is not going to do that. You cannot. If you take that bet, if you make that bet, I guarantee you're going to lose 99% of the time. If your bet is, I'm going to put in everything I have into YouTube or whatever, streaming whatever, and I'm going to make it big, holy shit, you're probably going to fail. You and I both know. I've been doing this for a long time. You and I also both know there's a lot of other small channels that do this thing too, right? And they will never, ever, ever, ever make it to like Destiny numbers or like numbers that would actually give you like a good life. Numbers that you could actually live off of, eat off of, and all that. I mean, you would have to have a solid channel, and you would have to have been starting that maybe earlier on and have that. I mean, it's not like you can't do it. You can, but it takes a combination of things that, and one of those things is time, which the Thorpes don't have anymore, which is something that Vickers ran out of time. You can't get that back. Once that's gone, it's gone. I mean, you might find a way to put it off. But it always comes. It's got to run out eventually. Guncoin. When can we get the Guncoin? Is Guncoin going up? There's no money in the sector. Yeah, there's no money in this sector, guys. That's the thing. I mean, like, I wouldn't any money that's in this sector is going to like Keno Casino or Medicare. That's what it is. Which, don't get it twisted. I'm not complaining about that. I mean, it's I think it's a lot better to have a full-time steady job with like benefits and stuff and things that you could rely on, you know, and retirement, all that, all set up. Then to depend on something that can easily come and go, as like streaming. So you have like these grown ass men thinking that they could just crack it, thinking that they could just do it like a year or 2 years and then have like an amazing grift and be successful. It's like, bro, like you're late in the game on this, you know? You're late in the game on this one, bro. It's not gonna work for you. Oh, apparently they're taking the house. Apparently they're looking at the house. Uh-oh. That's not good. So where does the Matthews clan go, or the Vickers clan go, if they don't have a home? And the wife has divorced them. What happens then? Yeah, I don't. I mean, who could he possibly stay with? I wonder if Faith is regretting going back to her dad. Maybe she should have just stayed with the gun. Oh, Ralph, a Vickers cheerleader would say, "Oh, that's just horrible. You know, that was abusive of relationship, and it'd be horrible for the kid." And all this. Let me tell you, I've seen a lot worse situations that when you try to do like a removal, the judge denies because of, well, poverty is not a reason to remove kids from a home. What I'm saying is, and there's also situations. Whoa. Let's do this. Let's be realistic about this, okay? Let's say, Faye was still living there with, was it Xander, okay? Let's say Ethan Ralph is still drinking like crazy in the pills. I mean, like he does that currently still, okay? It's on and off. You and I both know that there's all sorts of families around us that have a parent that has a substance issue, an issue with alcohol or pills, and they still have their kids, right? Your parents might have had some sort of issue, okay? Or you might have had a friend who had a parent who had some sort of issue. Yeah, maybe CPS was in and out of their life, but they stayed at that home. You know, these people online sometimes act like, oh, it's abusive, it's horrible. Da, da, da. It's like, yeah, maybe it can be. It's not the best environment. Don't get it wrong, okay? Don't misunderstand me. It's not optimal, okay? But there's plenty, all sorts of not really optimal, kind of bad, piss poor, shit apple situations all around us. That, like, even if you make that call for like investigators to go out there and all this stuff, hey, guess what? They stay. Huh. Because while those are bad situations, they're not as bad as you might think they are, or they don't actually meet the statute. That's the thing. And really, I mean, there's a bunch of freaking Karens and that like to just say their piece and act like they know what they're talking about when they don't. Anyway, the big thing here, guys, is that Vickers got a huge L, a massive L. Ethan Ralph got a win here, and that's amazing for him. You got to say it. What do you guys think about? Let me ask you this too. What do you guys think about it? And what do you think about the future of the kill stream? Will this put some wind in the kill stream cells? I'll say this too. Well, I'm not his attorney, and I don't encourage him to do anything illegal or to break any court orders. he could hypothetically, actually, if I were him, and I knew that that family doesn't even have the money anymore to go to court. I'm like, whoa. Wait a second. I am being. I'm like, that family wants to enforce these court documents, these restraining orders, and all this stuff. They try to silence me, and they can't even afford. They can't even afford a torta, yet I can. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start saying some stuff. I don't, he'll do whatever. We'll see what happens. But it's getting crazy for them. I mean, it's a dark situation. I mean, Vickers is so broke, he couldn't even afford a rope and a stool to do what you think comes next. Now, and hey, I don't think that should come next, Vickers. I think you should do what's right and go, all that. I wish your family well. Actually, I don't really care what happens. But, you do you. Let's see. He will be giving Ralph a bump knowing that the clown won't ever drag him to court. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can't go to court now. And I hope Harry sees this as a warning sign of what could happen if he continues to pursue this. And because honestly, trying to hunt down someone who's not paying child support when it costs you like thousands upon thousands of dollars, and then what you have, it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth the hassle? It's easy to do if the baby daddy lives in the same state, especially the same city. It's very easy to do. Okay. They'll easily find out who he is, where he works, and can garnish a wage and all that stuff. Easy stuff to figure out. It gets much harder when you have to find ways to serve them, and there's like these. The hearing keeps getting rescheduled, and they have to push it back. You have to deal with just more obstacles. That makes it a lot harder. It's all 4D chess to own Ralph. Cog said so. Well, Cog doesn't have any money, so I wouldn't listen to him. Cog depends on welfare. Okay. Cog has to suck ketchup out of those ketchup packets you get at that you could get at McDonald's. Like when you go there, right? Sometimes they'll have a ketchup for you to just get, right? But you only take one or two, right? Nah, he takes it all and starts sucking on it like a vampire. And leaves discards the plastic wrapper. Like in his house, or in Dan's house, I should say. Pretty sad. Oh God, sheet! Not that I'm just reading random chats here on the screen. Oh God, sheet! Not this debate again. I'm not sure what debate we're talking about. I'm just reading random. Ralph is too epic for this world. He should ascend and become a Hindu deity. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know Ralph got screwed over by that prostitute. It was sad, guys. It was a prostitute. I was right about that. I was right about that one. I was correct on that. You guys said no way. It'd be too expensive. Now, maybe the person who said that spread that information is lying. I mean, she did come out and say that she's not, and why would a prostitute lie about that? I mean, that's business. Be like, yeah, I am, and who else? Who else wants to pay? I'm just saying, any woman willing to get any woman willing to get with Ralph might as well be a prostitute. Paying for sex is base. I mean, you pay for sex. What is dating, right? When you're dating, you are paying for what? You're investing time and money, and you don't even know what the payoff is going to be. But if you get a hooker, you invest time and money, and you know exactly what the payout. Well, you at least know something's going to happen. There's still a possibility that it could be a scam. It could be a dude. You can find out. Whoa, there's a third leg here. Could find out. Whoa, there's a badge there. Oh, whoa. I was only paying to spend time with you. I wasn't paying for anything else, officer. Want to play some Halo? What are we doing here? But at least you know something's gonna happen. You know, in fact, if anything, I don't know if the dating market's still like this with the whole like Me Too stuff still, but anymore it seems like there's a risk you spend the time and the money for dating, something does happen. Next day she regrets it and tells her friends. The next thing you know, you're being charged with rape. But like, well, that's weird. She was the one who wanted to suck my dick. You know. What? Oh, so if anything, it's actually better to get a hooker. Look, it's the American way. All right? As long as you pick carefully. Oh, yeah. You gotta pick carefully. The cat's on the desk. I have to move her to one side and she can deal with it. Hey, no, you stay there. All right. This is the part where I just end up just petting my pussy for about 20 minutes until she's satisfied. Okay. All right. It's what I have to. The cat runs this desk now. That's the stream probably improved by now. Actually, we started talking about Matthew Vickers. I cannot believe. I still can't believe. So, because you gotta think, he is not just bankrupt. He's divorced too. On top of that, and he's homeless. Like, those are some pretty massive L's, especially for a guy who'd be all arrogant and say like, "Oh, you can't talk to me because I know how to parent. I'm a father of like 8 kids. How many kids he has? I know what I'm doing." Like, dude, you're the father of a daughter who got thumbed up her ass. That tape was leaked out. Okay, you're a father of a daughter that got gunted. Okay, all right. You don't have bragging rights. You don't have that. Mogged by the kitty. Yeah, I'm just getting mogged by the kitty, dude. That cat is cool. I could hear it purr. I don't. You might need to sleep, bro. This cat is murderous, kind of homicidal. She doesn't really purr much. If I don't pet her, she tries to kill me. And if I do pet her, she tries to kill me. All right. All right. We'll go more detail about how to pick a hooker in the next stream on this channel. Because I want you... look, I think a stream like that is important. Especially when... I'm going to be all serious about it. Guys, I don't want you to make a mistake that's going to cost you. I mean, it's going to... Obviously, it's going to cost you, right, if you make the right choice. But if you make the wrong choice, it'll cost you even more, okay? Let's see. So, what happens now with... Well, Cog is going to be a mystery. He's still going to stream. So not much of a mystery there. Cog is still going to stream. He might go back on welfare. And... Oh. What's up with Cog's new setup? Let me show you. Maybe this is not new. Maybe it's something that's been around for a while. I'll show you. Cat, you're like in my way, dude. Okay, let me pet you. All right, let me play this.
What is this?
I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it. I have a genuine question. What is up with this? It's Cog stream. But when I see it, it looks like a schizophrenic mess. I don't... On first glance, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Like, at least Kino Casino, they know how to stream. They know how to set up something that looks decent. You know, whether you like Kino Casino or not, the way they use that aesthetic is pretty cool. I have to say that. I mean, the whole poker stuff, that whole thing, that's cool. You know, they actually have a table. They actually, you know, a whole set there. Okay, pretty cool. What's happening here is a mess. Like, you have Cog teeny tiny in an RV window. Like, even my small window, this window here, is bigger than his. So when I'm small, I'm still bigger than Cog, which is amazing. Because I'm a grower, not a shower. But like this right here, I'm like, what are you doing here? I don't get it. But yeah, in this clip here, we're gonna cut off the audio because there's copyrighted audio. But it's pretty much Ethan Ralph reacting to the news about Vickers. What is Cog saying there? Oh, you can figure that one out. Oh, he's sweeping. He's be like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Is Ethan Ralph gonna do something with his fat? Oh, but look, Cog looks stressed right now. Cog looks really worried. How's he supposed to spend this? How's he supposed to spend this? Ethan Ralph just got news that Vickers is not only bankrupt, but he's divorced. And he doesn't have a home anymore. It's crazy. So yeah, you know, let's sneak in with the audio. Let's do it a little bit. Let's see.
What is Ralph doing?
Oh, what is Ralph doing?
What is this?
What is this? He's celebrating. That's what he's doing, Cog. He's celebrating. That's what one does when they hear good news. And no other comment, no other word. Just sitting there, letting the music play. I gotta pause it again for copyright reasons.
Is Ralph showing the Thanos clip where his glove?
Is Ralph showing the fat ass clip? Oh, it's oh, and I heard news that Cog was trying to put out there that this whole like him disappearing from the internet and getting divorced and all that was like a tactical move on Vickers' part. That it was a tactical move. Guys, that's some stupid ass cope right there. That's some stupid ass freaking cope. And no tactical move can be made there. And see, here's my problem. Here's my problem with this stuff. Cog talks and acts like someone who is way too invested in this stuff. He really is. He needs to take a break. He needs to step away from this stuff for a bit. He like still stream, obviously. He needs to for his livelihood. But like when it's like when it becomes like a team thing, like hardcore team thing, it's like, dude, you've gone too far. You've gone way too far on this stuff. Like, clearly what you saw there in that clip, Ethan Ralph got good news. We're celebrating it, okay? Cog hears about the news and then tries to deflect, be like, oh, it's just, guys, the reason why Vickers is not on, the YouTube anymore, it's a tactical move. The reason why he's divorced, it's a tactical move. Be like, no, you wouldn't be saying that if that was like Ralph, would you? No, you wouldn't. You're playing stupid freaking games here because it's your guy versus the other guy. Nah, you son of a bitch. Nah. Admit it. Your guy fucked up. Don't get too invested, man. Even I had to learn that shit. Oh, yeah, guys, this feels good. It feels good. I think I've gotten this out of my system, though. I think I did. I think I did. I think the cat was to get to the other side. I'm not sure what else is there to say about Matthew Vickers, about the situation that hasn't already been said here in this stream. We talked about Cog. We talked about the possibility of what happens in the future and all that stuff. Oh, do you think Vickers comes back? There is that. Do you think he comes back and does like a Thorpe style stream? I don't think that happens. I just don't see that happening. He really has nothing. If he owes that much money and they're really coming for him like that, they're taking everything, then he's not going to have any way to stream. He's done. Unless he streams on the street. With what equipment? So, yeah, so that's another family that lasted longer than Vickers. Chevy says, tough to say. Yeah, it really is. Because Vickers is a prideful man. That's one way to word it. Okay? Like, look, I was right when I said Vickers wouldn't willingly shut down his YouTube channel. I was right there. That's true. He wouldn't willingly do that. Something had to force him, and not an attorney. Okay? It had to be, well, at least not a family law attorney. Okay, not some child support situation. Okay, it had to be, someone else coming in there and making it impossible for him to do it. He logged his family's future away. Yeah, he did. He did. I saw on the Kiwi forums, a lot of people were saying, like, He got too close to the sector. He got involved in the sector that's just going to drain you and take everything you have. And that's true too. Like, it's not a place that's, it's not fulfilling. You know? Oh, man. Oh, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this news, man, this board has gone crazy. His thread has been growing since this because people are just in disbelief. Can't believe it happened. even the Thorpes are doing better than Vickers. Now the Thorpes know how to. Oh, what? Oh, that's the LLC litigation fund. I see what they're making the comparison there. Ralph bankrupt, Vickers bankrupt, Kiwi Farmers. They're trying to say Kiwi Farmers won. Ralph is bankrupt. Yeah. But hey, you know what? You know what, man? I'll tell you what. This is a rebuilding year for Ralph. It is. This is the Ralph rebuilding year. Okay? All right. Like I said, I don't like the guy. But it's his rebuilding year. If Ethan Ralph is not able to capitalize on the Gamergate 2 trend, then okay, then he lost it. Like this, it's like almost like divine intervention. It's like an act of God. Okay, think about it. Like I said before, I don't know about you, but for me, I didn't know the kill stream existed until Gamergate, the first one. Okay. Now the second one's around. Okay. Now is time to bring back the old fags. I want Sargon of Akkad. I want Ethan Ralph getting together and talking about Gamergate. Oh my God. That'll probably never happen though, right? It's too divided. What's Ralph gonna do? Invite people onto the kill stream to talk about the anniversary of Gamergate, talk about the Gamergate 1 and Gamergate 2. I mean, that's really what he should do. Not worry about the past, like bringing back the old names and all that stuff, but be like, hey, let's get some of these people onto a show, talk about it. Problem is, though, he's gonna have some of them are friends with some of the ladies. I think Chrissy Mayers or whatever that he really had a bad time with. I think he really had a bad time with. Oh man. Oh, but you know what though? Like, if there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there is a way. I want to believe. All right. Got to be a dreamer. You got to believe. Okay. Believe in the American dream. That the kill stream will come back. I'm sending Anita dick pics right now. Good job, Brucey. High five. Good job. Wait, mine are yours? Because the ones I gave you, they're for only you, dude. For your eyes only. Oh man, 2024, right? It's crazy. Gamergate 2. That's another thing too, man. This year has been insane so far. It's only freaking March. But in January you had like tunnel Jews. That's still freaking crazy. You have Ralph going bankrupt. You have Vickers going bankrupt. Man, there's a bunch of other stuff too. Oh, you had a Grace Thorpe on the LOCAL podcast, which I don't really care much for that podcast. I think it kind of waters down what we used to do here. Okay, All right, talk about idiots. Okay. But what I found funny about that was like Grace Thorpe's family issues stuff just came up right away, like the moment she appeared. I was like, wow, we're doing this. I was like, great. I was like, well, that's one way to do it. Just lean right into it. Become known as the I family. Just roll right into it, man. Make your weakness your strength. Wow. I mean, yeah, so it's all full of surprises this year, and I want to see Killstream come back. I do. I'd be like, you know what? It's done. If the Killstream actually came back, back, I don't know if it'll ever come back onto YouTube. There has to be a way. There has to be a way to do it. Like, if it's a Google account, why doesn't he just... It's not ban evasion if someone else does it. So, I don't know who else Ethan Ruff can trust. I don't know who else he could trust. But if he comes back, dude, I might actually stop streaming on this channel altogether. Be like, all right, I'll tell you what. It's mission complete. I don't know. All right. But yeah, man, guys, I just wanted to talk about, obviously the Vickers situation. It's amazing to me that this happened. I'm still kind of like feeling like I'm still in disbelief. Okay. I know for sure Ethan Ralph is like beyond himself right now. All right. And he's like, his wish was granted. The Killstream when it last to show on YouTube. If they change some things, I guess, you could. It can't be the Killstream of the old. I don't think we're ever going to get like the old school Bloodsport stuff back. No, you're not getting that. Can't have a bunch of people calling each other faggots. I could call you guys that because I am a faggot. Okay, that's how that works, right? I am the gay. I am the top gay, the best gay. Okay, I'm also deerkin. Okay, but there is that. Anyway, I probably didn't even reveal anything that you guys didn't even know. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Vickers. I think we're done here, guys. I don't know what else to say. I am just freaking amazed by it. Yeah. Anyway, man. It was good hanging out with you guys. Y'all have a good one. And take it easy. Hey, let's get some more likes. Let's describe it. Describe what? Describe being gay? Shitty old horror movies. I would like to do that. YouTube sometimes blocks them midstream, even if they're even if they are, what do you call it, the public domain? I could probably put a filter over it. I noticed VXV doing that stuff. Or it could be something I could do over on some other platform. Stream like a horror movie here and there. DXV one's on? Okay. Well, I gotta go now. Bye, ZXV. I'll do a stream dedicated to you later. All right. Y'all take it easy.